It was, I can't recall whether it came from my agent or my management team, but it came in an email, and I think I've never responded so fast to an email in my life. I just shot back a great big emphatic yes with lots of exclamation marks.
And what made you excited to play this character? I mean, you taking on the character, I feel like it just adds this prestigiousness to him.
It's already a joke if I take it on. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Is that being too arrogant?
No, not at all.
It is, it is a joke because of Jean-Luc Picard and Professor Xavier and all those guys, not to mention all the other stuff. And it's nice when you're presented with a role which is already funny because of the association.
Oh yeah, and I mean, and because of you being you. I mean, there are quite not. I think I haven't met many sirs in my lifetime face to face. So I think that, in a nutshell, is
alone. Yeah, we don't use titles in professionally.
Ah, I didn't know that.
It's in bad taste.
Is it?
You're just your name. And, I mean, Laurence Olivier was always Laurence Olivier.
Yeah.
He was never Sir or Lord Olivier, which he became. And this film might be the exception, I think. Whereas to use the title might just add a little bit of a frisson to the humor as well.
I think it's absolutely perfect.
Agreed. And then Smiler, of course. When I was watching the movie, I just envisioned you in the recording booth, just smiling the whole time to keep that.
Absolutely. It's actually one of the most important directions I was given in terms of playing her maniacal level of happiness through being completely a terror and absolutely out of her mind. And that really gave her a very distinct voice that really hit home this message about never letting the facade down, always being one thing, which I thought was really important because she was really the cheerleader of the idea in Textopolis that you have to be you and only one thing the entire time, or else. She wasn't giving up very easily.
Well, it did feel like she was kind of the queen of Textopolis because she's the original. Everyone uses the smiley face.
Yeah, we sort of, the idea in the back of my mind when we created her was that she was sort of a pageant queen, sort of like a homecoming queen. That she thought that every other emoji just thought she was the greatest,
Now, this movie kind of touches on the fact that we're always connected. How do you guys kind of feel about that? We're always connected. We're always able to talk to someone. We're always able to look something up. Everything's at our fingertips.
It really is.
I find that aspect of modern living just a little bit stressful. The fact that there is so much communication all the time, and but I think the one feature of it that irritates me more than anything else are those people who walk into me onto the sidewalk because they are texting as they walk along and not looking where they're going.
Yeah.
And I try to direct them to where the traffic is, if possible. But it's hard.
It really is, and there are elements of it that allow us to travel and talk to our children, and that can be so. I couldn't have lived without. I can't believe I lived without it 10 years ago. But
You Skype?
Yeah. I use FaceTime all the time.
Yeah.
But when we first started using it, and my daughter was very little, she kept looking at the computer screen thinking I was inside of it, and I thought, God, that's terrible. We're really confusing her. And now it's just a normal part of our lives. But there are certain elements of social media. I've made a choice to stay away, but that's just because it stresses me out. It truly stresses me out, and I don't involve myself on certain aspects of social media for that very reason. Not to mention, I believe that I would have been consumed by it, that you might not ever see me again.
Oh, yeah. With me, that's video gaming. I had to say no at the very beginning because I knew that my life would disappear down a rabbit hole if I began gaming on my computer.
Same.